I dreamt the night away. Cause I can tell that something's different and my eyes ain't even open yet. I'm smelling coffee, birds are singing just outside.
Well, good evening. How's everyone doing today? That's my new theme song, I think. Chris Rice, Smelling Coffee. Kelly Blatton gave me that idea. I hope everyone's doing all right today. Got a couple of new segments here, and I'm just going to go right into them. I got a new shout-out segment, and I'm going to shout out to my honey, Maureen Winberg. Thank you for marrying me almost 19 years ago, and thank you for putting up with me. You're awesome. And a shout-out to Christian Impact Ministries, Kelly and Kendra down there in El Paso, Texas. I'm a part of that ministry out there. My honey and I are. We're actually part of that. And we're shout-out to them. They supported me in a lot of things, and one thing for sure is Coffee with Jim. They supported me. So go out and like them at Christian Impact Ministries. And I have another shout out. This is my shameless plug. I have Coffee with Jim at YouTube, Coffee with Jim at gmail.com, and Coffee with Jim Facebook. As some of you may know, go check us out there. As you can, I put a lot of money into that new production. Alright, we're going to get right into putting our perspiration to our inspiration. You know, so many times we have inspiration, whether we want to go, climb Mount Everest, which I don't know if it's Mount Everest anymore, it might be Mount something or other, or going to the Amazing Race, for instance, or as my sister and I are trying to do, or it could be anything. You know, for my honey and I, back in 2000, we felt like the Lord wanted us to go to Brussels, Belgium, and that was our inspiration. And I have a quick story about my perspiration, my personal perspiration story. Wasn't my honey's, was mine. We got over there. You know, we went through this whole thing about getting over there, and knew the pastor was on the board of missions, and he went to them, and we were going to go to Israel, but couldn't go there, so we ended up in Brussels, Belgium. Got to Brussels. It wasn't what I expected. I thought I'd be preaching and, King Jim, if you will. And it turned out when I got over there, I was cleaning buses and driving refugees around and doing things I never thought I would do. And it wasn't what I wanted to do. And it wasn't part of what I thought the inspiration was. And it was a coffee house ministry over there, and we wanted to be a part of. And that was the inspiration. Well, I thought that Brussels was going to be, or Europe in general, was going to be the United States over there. It's not. It was totally different. I was blown away. Language, money, everything. Driving, everything was different. And I couldn't get used to it. And we had a friend who was watching our house for us, and I was getting ready to say, hey, you got to get out. We're leaving. It was like we were there a week or two, and I was ready to leave. We're supposed to be there 6 months, and I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. And I remember driving. I was driving a car, and I had a cassette tape. For those too young to know, it's a little thing, I don't know, about that big, and had two little holes in it, and it was the 8-track. Then you went to the cassette tape, and then we went CD, and then we went digital. But it was in the car, it was in the player, it was playing. I was listening to it, crystal clear, remember driving. And in my head, I'm just a mess, because I'm like, I messed up, the pastor messed up, our Pastor Wood, World Missions Board messed up, the pastor over there, Pastor Bird over there in Brussels, he messed up, we all messed up, it was a big mistake, we shouldn't even be doing this, I need to go, and I need to go home now. And I was driving, I was really messed up, and just driving along, and, I was like, God, what's going on? And then Gloria Copeland was on this cassette tape, was her message, and she was talking, all of a sudden she goes, us Christians, we never put our perspiration to our inspiration. I went, say what? Perspiration to my inspiration? No, it's supposed to be like, okay, this is what God wants me to do, and it's supposed to be easy, right? That's what God wants me to do. It's supposed to be easy. I don't need to sweat. And she's going, we get inspiration from God, or anybody who gets inspiration to do something. We get one step into it. Yeah, this is great. We get a second step into it. Oh, it's getting a little tougher. I don't know. And then we get 3 steps or more. We're like, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. And really, the whole journey maybe was 10 steps. And so we don't even sometimes get halfway where we're supposed to be. And it gets too hard. We don't want to put the perspiration, the work in. We're out. And I remember hearing that, and it was like God was saying, you need to stay here the 6 months. That's your perspiration. You need to stay here no matter how hard it gets. And I'm here to tell you, this is just the first part of 2. We're going to dive a little bit more into it with the word next time. But I just wanted to kind of like grease the wheel, if you will, and give you my story about perspiration, or putting my perspiration to inspiration that God gave my honey and I 14 years ago. And he said, you got to stay for 6 months. So if you're going through something right now, maybe you're 1 step in or 2 steps in, maybe you're 3, maybe you're ready to throw in the towel. Don't do it yet. Wait until Saturday morning. We're going to talk about it. I think we're going to talk about Joshua, who's my big inspiration in my Christian walk. And we're going to talk about his perspiration. God, giving him inspiration, telling him what, to go over the Jordan. And so, hey, I got a tip for you. Don't drink burnt coffee. Have a great day. Bye.